Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Hey guys, so today we are gonna be making my shit box less of a shit and, well, more of a box, I suppose. Well, we're just gonna be cleaning it up. There's a bunch of things that I need to go and fix it. I started putting rib nuts instead of the, well, just self-tappers. I need to trim this a little bit. These are the wheels that the car came on, and they are 245/40, and they are rubbing everywhere, like you can see. These actually, this one was the rear. What is now the rear, you can see how badly chewed up they are. And this is actually me. I was, well, when I got the car, there was just a hole here, so I sealed it, but it was temporary measure. I still need to clean it up a little bit, cut everything here, cut here, because it's rubbing, it's still rubbing here. And yeah, as I said, we're gonna be, it's a shit box. It's gonna be a shit box, but I just want to make it a little bit nicer to look at and to drive and just to be in, because currently I keep all my stuff in the car, and there's still like a lot of things that I need to clean up. The good thing though is, if you watch the previous video, you can see the difference. Well, basically before, the car was really like, it didn't want to start, it misfired. Sometimes it would take like 5 seconds to crank it before it started. It just never felt right, so I fixed this. Check this out. Well, it's neutral. Voila! First time. Everything works. The Chinese Defi also works. There's only one thing that I don't like about it, and probably it's gonna be, well, less relevant for you. The temp is in Fahrenheit, which I don't understand, and there's either Celsius, but you either have to choose like between Celsius and kilometers per hour, which here in the UK, again, not very useful, or you have to go with the miles per hour and Fahrenheit, whatever. So it's either or, which a little bit disappointing for myself, but I can live with that. Basically, I put a warning. You can I Google like what's 120, and I put a warning. So when it reaches one, I think I put it for 115 Celsius. So once it goes above, it will beep at me. And again, I Google at 194, 193 Fahrenheit is 90 degrees Celsius. So basically it's operating temperature. I think 210 is 100, 220, 105 or so. So you can use it, it's still usable. So yeah, talking too much. Before I start cutting and trimming everything, I want to give it a nice wash, so it's clean and not all grubby. Yeah, let's do that. I'm almost finished with cutting and making sure that nothing is rubbing. Well, I hope it's not rubbing. I need to take it for a test drive, but before we do this, I'm gonna put everything back together. Well, I'm gonna show you what I've used in this little mode. So basically, well, mode, it's a big word, but I used the Hydrate 80 for basically I put it everywhere where the metal was exposed. It's sort of a rust converted, but it creates this nice thick film that's really durable and it's really tough. And then I sim sealed everything where I made those cuts with Digitrol 401. This is a sim sealer. It's really good stuff. It hardens really quickly, and again, it's very durable and very tough. And the final touch is gonna be not my favorite, but I couldn't find the what's called the Genelite rust primer, or primer to rust, which is again really good, and I'm using it all the time. But Tamarite is my second choice, so now I'm just gonna go in and spray the sim sealer. So it looks a little bit nicer. Now everything is nice and glossy and sprayed. You can see it's blackish, and I even went and don't ask me why, but I sprayed the strut towers, the radiator, not the core, but this support thing, and yeah, it just looks a little bit cleaner, even though I haven't cleaned it. So just like paint over dust. Still looks better in my opinion. You might disagree with me, but yeah, this is where I think it was rubbing, and it made all these marks. It was literally from one test drive. Yeah, not great. I sprayed the tire a little bit. I tried to bend this little reinforcement bracket. I don't know, it's really flimsy. I don't know if it's doing anything. I'm kind of like thinking of cutting it out later and probably reinforce with some custom bracing in the future, kind of like to give myself a little more room for the wheel to kind of like move. Probably don't even see it. It's like right, I touched it right in there. So let me show you when the wheel is at the full lock. One sec. Yeah, I hope it's a little bit better. So you can see it's like about just maybe 12-15 mil between the wheel and this bracket, and it's not quite ideal. I still don't know why this wheel is much closer to the chassis than the other one. Well, the caster probably is the culprit, but I don't know, I need to actually measure it and see if it's off. But anyways, on the other side there's like probably a good centimeter and a half between the wheel and the chassis. I don't know if you can see it, but there's not much room there. I guess that's I nearly forgot, this piece came from here. I think it was like this, and yeah, it was, I guess it was rubbing. You can see where the paint is kind of like missing, so yeah, I just took it off. Now we just need to put the over fenders back on, which probably should take me another 10-15 minutes. It's really hot today out there. It's probably like 30-ish degrees Celsius, so it's abnormally hot for the UK. And you can see I've been working on the car for the entire day. I'm sweating, I'm red. I like it, but I think I'm gonna take a break and have a cold one and maybe finish it after that. If not, it's gonna be tomorrow, and yeah, when it's not nearly as hot. I hope you guys understand. It's just, I don't want to have I don't want to die here. It's just too much. But I really want to finish it and take it for a drive and see if the wheels are rubbing, because if they do, we need to do more cutting, which it's fun and just not very fun to remove everything. But again, it's not that difficult, just self-tappers, which I will replace. I just need to get more reeve nuts. I think I've got a few, but I don't have enough bolts. And the bolts that I do have, I thought that they were galvanized, but they're not, so they rust. Not cool. Anyways, if I am gonna finish it today, you will see it today and me being sweaty and red. If not, it's gonna be tomorrow, where hopefully won't be as red and not nearly as sweaty. So we'll see. I guess for you it's gonna be 1 second. For me, maybe an hour, maybe the whole night. Well, you'll figure it out in a second.
2 hours later.
Well, the moment of truth. Will it rub or not? Did we fix anything, or did we just spend the entire Saturday doing pretty much nothing? So good. Check the tires if there is any. Yeah, we're still rubbing. Damn it. Oh well, I wouldn't call it a total failure. It was alright, but it wasn't a full success either. So yeah, I think basically I still want to repaint the over fenders, because they're not quite the right blue. So I think I'm gonna take them off again, prep them, respray them, well, and then trim them a little bit more. Ideally I need some skinnier tires, like 245 is just way too much, especially for the front. 235 worked fine. My other wheels were 235 40, and I think at few places they did rub, but not nearly as bad as these do. So I guess we just need something less chunky. And yeah, by the way, everything is working. I didn't show you the speed, but speedometer does work. And actually, an interesting fact, I'm running a GT86 auto diff, so the gearing is shorter than usual, so my actual speedo is, I think, 4 or 5 miles off, but this one surprisingly does show the right speed, and I checked with the GPS, and you know those, like, not speed cameras but speed signs that show you how many miles you do. Yeah, they are bang on with this one. I don't know how it works. Probably it's a digital signal and the speedo is analog, or it's taking a digital signal and there's some analog kind of thing in between, so that's why there's discrepancy here. But I think if you're taking the actual wheel speed, it shows the correct speed, which is a good bonus. So yeah, this is it for today. Again, apologies for my red face. Yeah, probably should have used some sunscreen or something. Well, I guess it's too late for that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.